Welcome back to our YouTube channel, Big Odd Betting Tips. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. Today we are here to present to you our transfer roundup. Transfers had started earlier in June, but here they ended last Friday. We want to go through your big six teams, the big six teams in the English Premier League, and tell you their transfers. How were they? Why have they brought in those players? Why have they bought those players? How will those players set up the team? Were they needed on the team or not? Today I'm here with my brother Kenneth. We are going to go through with him in the transfers. Kenneth, you can say hello to our dear viewers.
Our dear viewers, thank you for viewing our channel for Big Odd Betting Tips. Please comment, like, share, tell a friend to come and watch our videos, because we really put up information about soccer which is genuine and correct.
Yes. So today we want to start with Tottenham Hotspurs. We have Tottenham Hotspurs. They were too busy in this market. We want to go through their transfers. Yes. You can take us through Spurs' transfers.
Well, Spurs have brought in some players, but they have also released some players.
Yes.
If you look at the players which they have brought in, there is Timo Werner from RB Leipzig, but he came on a loan deal.
Yes.
Then they brought in Dominic Solanke from Bournemouth. He was a good striker.
Yes.
He had scored some goals. They bought him at around £65 million.
Yes.
Then they also brought in Wilson Odegaard from Burnley at £25 million.
Yes.
So generally, if I look at Tottenham Hotspurs, they are not so in competition to win the title.
Yes.
But at least they are fighting to at least finish in the top 4.
Yes, because we have seen Spurs in the last seasons. They have been not fighting for the Premier League title, but they have been fighting for top 4, putting up a great performance. For them, their trophy is the top 4.
Yeah.
Yes.
So on the players they have released, Elik Dyer, Ivan Pulisic, there is Tanguy Dembele, Ryan Sessegnon. Then there is also Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, that guy in the defensive midfield.
Yes.
Then there is Emerson Royal, he went to AC Milan.
Yes.
Then Oliver Skip. Those are some of the players that Tottenham has released in this transfer window we have finished.
In any of those players they have released, do you see a player who can, when he's not around at Spurs, that can cause some coincidence so the team not to move very well? Like, is that player at least going to harm the team, or which
generally, if I look at the players they have released,
yes,
I think I can choose like 2 players.
Yes.
That is Emerson Royal. He was playing well in the defensive line, running through the channels of the opponent, and putting crosses to make assists or scoring.
Yes. So
I think he's one of the players that could have been left.
Yes. Now when we look at the players they have bought in, like Timo Werner, Dominic Solanke, Wilson Odegaard, which player do you see that will help Spurs very well? That they were in need of that player and they got that player, and that player is going to help them.
Before the releasing of Harry Kane,
yes,
they brought in Richarlison, but Richarlison hasn't proven us that he could be a good striker to play in number 9. But I think Dominic Solanke will help them to increase on their goals.
Yes.
Though he hasn't started putting up goals, but I know very soon he'll become a better player.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we had for Spurs this time around. Let's go to Manchester City. Manchester City have bought some players and also released some players. They have released great players, though they have also added in some great players. Yes, let's start with the transfers of Manchester City.
Well, Pep Guardiola, Manchester City, the defending champion, they managed to bring in 2 players. That is Savinho from Toys at £21 million.
Yes.
Then they also brought Ilkay Gundogan on a free transfer. Remember, Ilkay Gundogan was once at Manchester City, but in the recent transfer market, he went to Barcelona as a free agent.
Yes.
But they managed to bring him back. I think if I look at Ilkay Gundogan, first of all, Manchester City, they have released Sergio Gomez, Julian Alvarez, Calvin Phillips in the midfield, then even Joe Cancelo, who was at Barcelona, right, on the loan deal.
Yes, he was on Barcelona to loan deal.
So if you look at Ilkay Gundogan, first of all, he has experience. He has winning mentality. And he's also versatile. He can play in a midfield. He can also play as a false nine, attacking midfielder, holding midfielder. So I think it's a good move for Pep Guardiola.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think he will put a better competition.
He'll put a better
for Savinho, as we know, Pep Guardiola is a man of tactics.
Yes.
We shall just wait to see where he will place him, and I think he will deliver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when we look at Savinho, when he came to Manchester City, was there any demand in their wings? Because we see that they have good wingers. He has Jeremy Doku, he has Jack Grealish, he can rotate and put there Bernardo Silva, he can use Phil Foden in the wings. Why did he bring in Savinho? Was Savinho, is it just surplus to requirement, or he was needed?
Well, as I know, Pep Guardiola is a tactical guy.
Yes.
Most of the times he brings in a new thing where no one expects it to be. For example, the recent match, they were playing West Ham. He took Jeremy Doku from this side to the right wing to the left wing. So it became as a surprise to West Ham players.
Yes.
So what I know, Savinho also entered in the system of Pep Guardiola.
Yes. Now, Ilkay Gundogan, when we go to Ilkay Gundogan, he had spent one season off Manchester City, but he was there for the past 7 seasons.
Yeah.
And he was the captain when they won the treble.
Yeah.
Now he's back. Is he going to help Manchester City?
Definitely.
Because we saw that when he went, they never got his replacement. I think that's true.
Yeah.
Because they brought players like Matthias Nunes, but they never replaced the Ilkay Gundogan very well.
Yeah.
And we saw that by the end of last season, he had started to give Rodri a partnership with Mateo Kovacic.
Yeah.
Has it failed, or he's just back to give them just surplus to requirement to add on their squad depth?
Right. Okay, if you look at in the midfield of Manchester City currently,
Yes.
Rodri is out,
Yes.
and they released Calvin Phillips.
Yes.
So I'm seeing a small gap whereby Mateo Kovacic, though he's a good player, but sometimes he's a bit slow.
Yes.
He's lost the movement of the ball from the defense line to take it to the strikers and the wings
Yes.
apart. So Ilkay Gundogan, first of all, remember he's versatile.
Yes.
He can help you to play as a holding midfielder.
Yes.
So that means you can pattern him with Mateo Kovacic or Rodri,
Yes.
if at all he's back from his injury. Then, remember, they also released Julian Alvarez.
Yes.
And Alvarez was like a second option to Erling Haaland.
Yes.
But right now he went to Atletico de Madrid.
Yes.
So I think Pep Guardiola, remember last season, before the departure of Ilkay Gundogan,
Yes.
he put him in a system whereby he was playing as a false nine.
Yes.
And by the time people realized it was already gone.
Yes.
They had even won the trophy.
Yeah.
So I think Ilkay Gundogan can also play in a false nine. I think those two positions, that's why Pep Guardiola brought him back.
So he brought him back to just give him that versatility.
Yeah,
in his
versatility.
squad. Now, when we look at the players released, let's start with Sergio Gomez. When he bought Sergio Gomez, we thought that Sergio Gomez could come up in the team and start, because by the time he came on the team, they never had a natural left back.
Yeah.
They were using Cancelo, but we all know that Cancelo is a right back.
Yeah.
He was just playing there because he can try it and use his left leg.
Yeah.
Yes. So after Sergio Gomez is out, we don't think that he will harm the team like.
I don't think that Sergio Gomez could affect Manchester City. Maybe among the players they released, my heart would have been on Julian Alvarez and a little more on Joao Cancelo.
Yes.
Remember, Joao Cancelo is versatile, as you said. He can play in both left back and right back.
Yes.
But they had got some shortcomings with the coach, so I think he could be left out. But Julian Alvarez was proving, though he was coming from the bench, but he had scored more goals than the people who are playing time to time. If you look at Gabriel Jesus last season, he scored only 5 goals in all the matches.
Yes.
But at least Julian Alvarez was putting up a great competition. He's still young, he has the energy, and he has that winning mentality.
Yes.
And he's also versatile in his style of play. He can play in a wing and attacking midfielder, whereas as a false nine, and also a number 9 typical striker.
Yes.
Yeah.
We saw that Julian Alvarez was helping Manchester City in the absence of Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
What if Erling Haaland gets an injury, because they never bought another striker?
Yeah.
What if he gets an injury? which player do you see that can replace
Erling Haaland.
Erling Haaland at Manchester City?
Of course, on the side of Pep Guardiola, that's not an issue.
Yes.
He can put, he has many players who have that goal awareness. If you look at Kevin De Bruyne, he can drop him there as a false nine.
Yes.
Even I talked earlier to Ilkay Gundogan, he can also play as a false nine. Then I think also Bernardo Silva. Once he used Bernardo Silva to play as a false nine. And I think Real Madrid players and the fans know it about it. So I think that's not a solution.
Yes.
Even if Haaland is out, Ilkay Gundogan, Kevin De Bruyne can well as fit in that fit of a false nine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to continue with Manchester City, we have seen that they have a problem in their full backs.
Yeah.
When you look at their left back and their right back, when you look at a player like Rico Lewis substituting in a player like Kyle Walker, I think even the name, saying just the name Kyle Walker is big.
Yeah.
The player himself is big. What he can do is bigger than what Rico Lewis can deliver.
Yeah.
And they have remained with only Rico Lewis. If Joao Cancelo had those shortcomings with the coach, why didn't he just forgive him and use him? Because he released him, he never brought another player. And if we have seen that even their young players have started getting injuries. You look at players like Oscar Bob, he went out for 7 months. What if it reaches a time he does not have Rico Lewis, Kyle Walker is out? Which player can he substitute in? Which other player in his right back? Because when we look at a team which will win at the trophy, we look at their squad depth, and we shall not look at only the squad depth in quantity, but we shall look in the squad depth with quality.
Yeah.
Do you see any other player who can deliver the same thing Kyle Walker can deliver apart from Rico Lewis?
Well, Pep Guardiola, as I told you earlier, he's a tactical guy.
Yes.
I think he can just change the formation and play either 3 with 3 center backs.
Yes.
Then he puts some 2 defensive midfielders and holding midfielder in the pivot of 3-4, then 2.
Yes.
So he can just twist the formation, and the opponent, by any chance, he can win. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what we had for today. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. My brother, you can.
Thank you, our viewers. So please, whenever you watch our video, please put a comment, a like, and also tell a friend to come and enjoy our services.
Yes.
I remain Kenneth. Thank you for viewing us.
Thanks for watching. Goodbye.